Amanda here at Country Mama, and today we are talking Disney again. So today's video is what to do 30 to 90 days, kind of that 1 to 3 month period before your trip, before you can really start packing and really getting into the I'm leaving my house for, you know, however many days to go to Disney World. So what do you need to do in that time block? If you're looking for 3 months, like beyond 3 months of planning, I will link my playlist in the cards, and I will you can check those out because I have 2 other videos on Disney planning, and then I've got a bunch more to come. I'm going to do a new park bag video and going to Disney with babies and toddlers, because I have done both, and just some other stuff. Lots of Disney planning. I've got a trip coming up at the end of April, and so I'm gonna have some room tours, and I'm hoping to vlog this time, so we'll just see how that goes. Give me a comment or a thumbs up if you want me to vlog our trip this time. It's gonna be me, my 23-year-old, my 23-year-old niece, and my 3 kids. So it's a girls trip. It's fun. You know, I probably wouldn't vlog if my husband was going because he's not about this. But girls trip, so we may vlog and show you some stuff that we're doing while we're there. So on to the video. Sorry, I digress. 30 to 90 days, 1 to 3 months. Here's what you need to be doing. All right, work on your touring plans. Now this, I've already started doing it, and I'm 70 some days out right now. But they will change probably once I make my dining reservations in like 2 weeks. So after you make your dining reservations, you can really start getting into the gritty of these and decide which days you might want to use Genie Plus and which days you might not need to. Or maybe you paid for the full length of your ticket with Genie Plus, whatever. So I work on my touring plans. I use touringplans.com. I have a subscription. I've had one for at least the last 5 years. And I love my touring plan subscriptions. I do my personalized touring plans. I do my room requests with them, and I've had really good success with those. They've got their crowd calendars. They've got trackers, so they will email you if the crowd levels change on the dates that you're tracking. So love touring plans. Highly recommend. I will leave a link to them. I'm not sponsored, nothing, but I have found it to be a very useful tool in planning my Disney trips. All right, so also during this 1 to 3 months before you can really start, you know, getting into some stuff, I talk to my kids and I talk to whoever's going with me about what is their bucket list. What things do they really want to do? I'm the planner in the family, and they don't keep up with all the stuff. I watch all the videos, and I do the research, and I learn all the things, and so I know what I want to do, and so I do make my own list of maybe new things I want to do that I've not done yet or have not done in a long time. But I always go to every single person that's going and say, what do you want to do on this trip? You know, to make it feel like to enjoy the trip, because I want everybody to have a good time. I want everybody to love Disney as much as I do. So, so I asked them, what rides, attractions, whatever, what do you want to do? Which parks do you want to spend more time at? That whole thing. And then I also asked them, is there any snack or foods that they want to try? Any restaurants they want to go to? My kids always have requests to go back to places we've already been, and so that's why I try to make sure we always try some new places, so that then the next time we go, they may be some of the new favorites. So just keep that in mind. I took the kids to Sci-Fi this last trip, and that was their first time going, and so guess where we're supposed to be going this time? They want to go back to Sci-Fi. So it's just really funny. And anyway, so make sure you talk to your party, your travel party, and find out where everybody wants to go. They will enjoy the trip. You will enjoy the trip. Everything just seems to go better. And as I say this, don't over plan. Okay? Take you know, depending on how big your group is, you may only take one thing from each person. If you've just got a few people going, they may give you, you know, their top 3. What top 3 things do you want to do? I have my snack goals shirt on, by the way. I keep seeing it pop. So I've got my Dole Whip. That's my must. Every trip, gotta have my Dole Whip. And I'm really excited because we're staying at the Polynesian for a few nights while on this trip. So I get Dole Whip anytime I want it. So anyway, if your kids are unfamiliar and maybe they don't know where they want to go, maybe this is their first trip, go on YouTube and just search Disney World ride POV. It's point of view. So, and there's so many videos that you can watch that shows you the ride. Like someone has ridden the ride and videoed it going, you know, whatever it's doing. So let them watch some point of view videos, and so they can get an idea of what Disney World's about and maybe some stuff that they want to do. Okay. The next thing, 60 days, make your advanced dining reservations. They're supposed to open up at 6 o'clock. Sometimes they open up earlier at 5:45. So be ready at 5:45. If it ends up being 6, then you're already ready. But be ready at 5:45 to make those dining reservations, decide what days you want and kind of which meal you want, and then have a backup. Because sometimes they're gone. Sometimes you just get what you can get and you move on. So be aware. I always have my packing list already made, kind of an overview. I may not have like exact outfits that I'm going to pack for the girls or whatever, but I know how many outfits I want to pack, how many swimsuits I want to pack, the magic bands, the ears, you know, all the things that I need to make sure that we have packed. We are flying this time instead of driving, so I've got to make sure I can condense it all into the suitcases that we are taking. And then I have to have, you know, flight entertainment where, you know, the car entertainment's different than flight entertainment because you don't take as much. Because when we're driving, it's, you know, a 10-12 hour trip depending on traffic. Flying, it's an hour and a half. So they need to have something to do while they're in the airport too. But I don't need as much on a flight. So anyway, make your packing list. There's tons online too. You can search Walt Disney World packing list, and there's a ton of free ones you can print off. I'm probably going to have one in my Etsy shop eventually. I don't have one yet, but you can check that out, and I'll try to get one up in the next couple weeks. Finalize your travel plans. So go through. You should have your flights booked by now. If you're flying, if you're renting a car, you need to be checking. And I think there's some sites that you can go on that they'll like alert you when rental car prices, you know, drop. I don't know. I didn't know that. I just found that out myself. But so check and make sure you have everything lined up for your trip. And print all that stuff out because technology is glitchy sometimes and you don't want to rely on your phone. So just have a hard copy. Look at grocery delivery options. Now, I did this for the first time probably about 4 years ago because we got a DVC room, and instead of going to the grocery store, I think I used Amazon Prime Now. But now I think it's Amazon Fresh. But anyway, you can get grocery delivery at your resort. They'll drop it off at Bell Services. If it's anything cold, they'll put it in the refrigerator. And then you just call and tell them to bring it up, or you can go down and get it. And it's so easy. And I don't have to spend time going out and going to the grocery store and hauling everything back in. They'll bring it up for you. So, you know, I got waters, I got fruit, I got snacks. Just all kinds of stuff that we had throughout the week. So it was really nice. Amazon Fresh, Instacart, Garden Grocer. There's probably more, but those are kind of my top 3. And then also, if you've not, Magic Bands. Magic Bands used to be free. So if you went several years ago, Magic Bands were free. Starting last year, they were not free anymore. You had to pay for them. So, last year we lost Magic Bands. This year we lost Magical Express. We just keep losing things and paying more for the experience. Go figure. So anyway, Magic Bands. If you want Magic Bands, go ahead and order them if you like any of the ones that are offered, because they are cheaper than what you're going to pay for them in the park. So just keep that in mind. If you don't want a Magic Band, you can decline the Magic Band and you don't have to get one. They will give you a card when you get there to use for your ticket and for your room key. So you don't have to worry about that. But, you know, if you want a Magic Band, go ahead and have it ordered. They put your name or whatever you want on the inside of it. It's super easy. So I like to have Magic Bands, but we've got quite a few, so I don't know if I'm waiting for the new Magic Band Plus to come out. I was hoping it would come out before this trip. But otherwise, I don't know that I'm going to order new ones, just because we have quite a few and I can use them. So my child is roller skating in her bedroom upstairs. So I hope you can't hear that. So anyway, do that. 60 days, you can also go on My Disney Experience and do your resort check-in. For me, it works better when I do this on my computer. It gets a little glitchy and doesn't go all the way through the process when I try to do it on my phone. I don't know. So when I've done it on my computer, my desktop, it has worked better. I don't know if I could use like the website version on my phone versus the app and it worked better. Probably. But anyway, for some reason when I try to do it on the app, it just never completes. So the other thing, if you don't walk a lot, you know, if you sit a lot, Disney's a lot of walking, so you might want to start on some kind of walking regimen. Like, you know, on your lunch break, go for a walk. When you get home in the evenings, go for a walk. Put a backpack on and go for a walk if you're going to carry a backpack in the park. If you're just going to carry a shoulder bag or a crossbody or a fanny pack, you know, whatever. And then shoes, don't wear new shoes to Disney World. I say that. I wore brand new Tevas sandals last year to the parks, and I took like 3 pairs of shoes so I could like alternate. I wore those shoes the entire trip. They were perfect. Absolutely perfect. We went the first week of May, I believe, and they were outstanding option. They fit great. They didn't slide. They didn't cause blisters. They were the perfect sandal to wear in the park. So I say this, don't wear new shoes. I did, and it worked out, but that's not always, that's the exception, not the rule. So anyway, get kind of some walking in, because Disney has a lot of steps. You're going to do several miles a day. Just be aware of that. So, and you don't want to tire out on your first or second day and, you know, be exhausted the rest of the trip. And if you are, if you did book a package, make sure that you pay that package off 30 days prior to your trip, or it's gonna all go away. So you will get a refund, maybe. Yeah, you'll get a refund. But pay off your trip 30 days ahead. If it's a room only reservation, you have, I think, up to 5 days before your trip to cancel it and get a full refund for what you have paid thus far. But you can pay for it at check-in if it's a room only. So there's no issue there. If you have any questions about planning your Disney trip, if you need help, my information is down in the description box below. I will have a link to the playlist somewhere, either in the cards or in the description box. Give this a thumbs up if you like planning Disney trips like I do, and I will talk to you guys later. Oh, and in the comments, tell me your favorite resort, because I still haven't stated all of them. So I'm kind of looking at where we're going to stay next. So leave that in the comments below, your favorite resort and why. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.